Hey, check, check, check.
What's up, man? It's been a little bit, dude. How are you? Yeah? Nice. Everything going good?
From the beginning, if you want to hold me, you got to tell me what you're feeling, honey, and what you're dealing with. I tell by the way that you tell me a story. From the beginning, if you want to hold me, you got to tell me what you're feeling, honey, and what you're dealing with. I tell by the way that you are.
All you are hired.
What a cliffhanger, man. Oh, really? That's cool.
Broadcasting from
I
the
should post
birthplace
something
of
about
country
that.
music, this is WBCM LP Bristol.
Are we ready?
All right, I think we're ready, y'all. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. All right. Welcome this morning. We're happy to see you here at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. My name is Chris Trulson, Program Director for Radio Bristol, coming to you live from the Performance Theater at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum here in historic downtown Bristol on the Virginia side. On behalf of everyone here at our parent organization, the Birthplace of Country Music, we thank you for being with us today, whether you're here in person or online, as we announce the first round of artists scheduled for the 22nd Annual Bristol Rhythm and Roots Music Festival, scheduled for September the 8th through the 10th. Are y'all excited? Good. We hope so. All right. Before we get started, I want to take a moment and let members of our media know that we will take questions and interviews here in the Performance Theater following the press conference. And for those who might not be aware, the Birthplace of Country Music is the parent nonprofit organization of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Music Festival, also the Birthplace of Country Music Museum, which is an affiliate of the Smithsonian Institution, and WBCM Radio Bristol, which broadcasts here from the museum daily. Though we're excited to bring you an amazing music festival each year, we invite everyone to learn more about Bristol's important place in history by visiting us here at the museum. The museum tells the story of the 1927 Bristol Sessions recordings, which are known worldwide as the Big Bang of country music. And they were so important in helping to shape commercial country music as we know it today and the whole music industry as a whole. For this reason, Bristol is designated by Congress as the birthplace of country music. And everything we do here at BCM is designed to honor and celebrate that moment in history, as well as how it sort of continues on and continues to influence folks today. The impact and influence those sessions have had on the music as a whole has been undeniably huge. WBCM Radio Bristol is the voice of our region's music culture and offers a host of original programming that you won't find anywhere else, from current touring artists that you'll see here on the festival lineup today, as well as additional rare and historic recordings that are very difficult to hear on any other radio stations. It's a very unique station. You can check us out at listenradiobristol.org, or by downloading our free mobile app. We have a whole bunch of different voices from the region on that radio station. We're really proud for the fact that it's truly a community station. One of those programs is called Farm and Fun Time, which is a live variety show where you can be a part of the studio audience. And we've been selling out every month. Our February show's already sold out. But don't fret, of course, you can watch from home, or you can wait for us to announce a big show at the Paramount, which is going to be taking place on March 16th. We'll do an announce for that tomorrow, and tickets will go live for that tomorrow. Won't tell you any more about that yet because we've got other stuff to talk about. We're just a few minutes away from revealing the top tier of artists performing at Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion this September, so stick with us. But first, I'd like to welcome Birthplace of Country Music's Executive Director of Advancement. Please make welcome Leah Ross, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. It's always an exciting time when we get to announce our artists. Back in 2001, when we held our first Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion, the festival downtown Bristol looked a lot different than it does today. The growth and development of our festival led to the opening of this museum that you're in or watching in 2014, and a year later, Radio Bristol went live on the air. So we are a big part of our community. The growth in our hometown and our organization has been a great sight to see, and none of it would have happened without the support of all the music lovers out there who come to our festival and encourage their friends and families to also visit. For that, we thank you. We are also grateful for the cooperation and support of our great cities, Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia, and all of our festival committee members and staff who work hard all year to make Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion an award-winning and lasting tradition Bristol can be proud of. We also want to talk about our wonderful acts here in just a minute that we'll be announcing. I want to take a moment and talk about a few experiences the festival is offering this year and give you an update on a new project we're working on. By next year, we hope to break ground on an expansion of the museum into the building next door. We plan to add exhibit and event space, classrooms, and offices that will help us better serve our community and enhance our experiences when you visit us. We will be documenting that progress on social media, so be sure and follow us on the journey. Once we break ground, the project will take up to 2 years to complete, but it's definitely something we're looking forward to sharing with all of you in the future. For the first time at Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion this year, we are offering a very limited number of VIP experiences for two. These packages feature things like hotel accommodations, camping or glamping packages, and include weekend passes and other perks. Our VIP packages that include accommodation at the Bristol Hotel are now sold out, but we still have packages available at the Sessions Hotel. You can visit our website at bristolrhythm.com to book your experience, but don't delay. We do expect them to sell out quickly. One of the things that I would say about the VIP experiences, because we have heard sometimes that our people come here because we don't have a big VIP area, etc. We will have a VIP area, but it should not affect your experience if you're not one of those individuals, because it will not be something that will block or do anything that would impede your experience that you're used to getting. If you're interested in becoming a craft or food vendor at Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, we are accepting applications now through the end of March, and you can get that on our website too. If you don't get it in, no applications will be accepted after March the 31st deadline, so don't delay. Last but not least, festival goers will have the opportunity to take in a new special exhibit, Women in Old Time Music, here at the museum while they are in town. The exhibit is slated to open the public on March the 23rd and will be on display throughout the end of the year. The Women in Old Time Music is a special exhibit that will explore how early women musicians helped to set the foundations for old time music, how gender roles and stereotypes have influenced women's experience as musicians, the ways women have impacted the genre, and how contemporary old-time women musicians are carrying on the traditions and innovating within old-time world. So that's a very exciting thing for us. It's being created, another thing that's we are proud of, it's being created in-house by our own curatorial team, and once it closes at the end of the year, we plan to make it available to other museums to display in their own communities, and we have already had people inquiring about getting that when it's done. So that's an exciting time for us. I invite you to visit our website, birthplaceofcountrymusic.org, for more information. And sign up for our monthly newsletter to stay up to date with all the goings on of concerts and events around the year. I want to thank you again for your support and patience. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the first announcement for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion 2023. The festival's music committee is a group of volunteers who spend all years researching the acts whose names you're about to hear, and they do a wonderful job. And I will have to say, there's oftentimes that there's a lot of talk and disagreements, but I think at the end of the day, through all of it, we come up with a great lineup. I'd like to call Brent Treesh to the podium now. Brent is the chairman of our board for the Birthplace of Country Music. He's worked with our music committee for many years, but Brent, he's going to give you the good news.
Well, thanks, Leah. Before we dig into the lineup, which is what I know you all are excited to hear about, I want to talk just for a moment about the real stars of the Birthplace of Country Music, and that's our staff. I'll tell you right now, from the folks that have worked from the years past to the group that are here right now, we have some of the most amazing professionals that do this work. I came about an hour early, and just watching them do their job, it was inspiring because they are just such a great, tight team, and they work so hard. I mean, we curate this amazing museum, we program this amazing radio station, and we put on this amazing event that we call Bristol Rhythm and Roots every September. And it takes a village to do it, and really the stars of that is our staff who put in countless hours to make that possible. So thank you to all of our staff. It's an honor being a part of this group. I've been booking music with Bristol Rhythm and Roots from 2007 to 2022. I was thinking about it, was it hard to step away from booking music for the festival? And it kind of was, but it was a lot easier when I knew that I could trust the people that I was passing it on to. So I want to thank especially Midwood Entertainment and Micah Davidson for the work that they have done for the event. They do an amazing job kind of making all of this happen and talking to the artists and making sure they have everything they need to have a great experience in Bristol. And also our music committee, the volunteers that spend countless hours just researching music. And as Leah said, oftentimes bickering in a meeting for many, many hours. I don't miss those at all. But I think that what they have done, all of that fighting and all of that negotiating back and forth has brought a lineup that you're going to be very excited to see today. So it is my pleasure to announce our first 10 festival headliners for 2023. And I think that you will be extremely pleased with what we have to offer. So I'm going to ask Josh if he will dim the lights, set a little bit of a mood for us here, and we'll roll this amazing video. You know, you step away for 1 year, and I had tried from about the first day I was here to get Chris Thiele in Bristol, and finally they make it happen with Nickel Creek. They're only going to be doing kind of a smaller amount of shows. They're not doing a ton of shows next year, and one of them is going to be at Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion, so you're not going to want to miss that. One of the things I love about our lineup is you look at that list, and as I think back about my time with the event, is that some of those artists that were really small and grew up with Bristol Rhythm and Roots are coming back now as major headliners. I can remember seeing Margot Price play inside with this little hippie band, and we paid her just a few $100s to do it, and now she's out there having one of I think the #1 country song out in the nation right now. So we're excited to have Margot Price back. If you played with the Grateful Dead, there's always a place for you here, so excited to have Bruce Hornsby and the Noisemakers joining us this year. Watch House, we have loved that band. Bristol loved them when they were Mandolin Orange. They're going to love them as Watch House, so we're excited to have those folks. And the Mavericks, if you saw that show at the Paramount last year, you know what you're in store for. So all of that, plus all these great local acts that have gone on to become more than just local acts and are now national stars. I travel all around seeing music, and I hear people asking me if I've heard of a band called 49 Winchester, and I said, hell yes, I've heard of 49 Winchester, and they're ours. You can't take them. So we're excited to have them. And, of course, Amethyst Kia, you can't say enough great things about her. But listen, folks, that's just 10 of the artists that are out there. We're going to have much more announced here in the next few months or so. I want to, of course, say thanks to Lock and Key Productions who produced that video for us. It is hard to capture the magic that happens in downtown Bristol each September, but those folks have somehow found the recipe and do an amazing job with that. Of course, you want to find out more about Bristol Rhythm and Roots, bristolrhythm.com is the place you can go for all of your festival information. Of course, weekend passes are now on sale for $120, and we hope to see you on State Street in September. So again, thank you to everyone that made today possible, and I'm going to bring Chris back to the podium.
Brent Treese, y'all. Great stuff. Very exciting. There's some serious heavy hitters in that announcement. I just think Bristol Rhythm and Roots is one of the most unique, diverse lineups that you're going to see in the region. And as Brent mentioned, this is just the beginning. So we've got another full lineup announcement that'll happen in early spring. Look toward March. So make sure to stay tuned on our social media channels for updates and sign up for our newsletter. And stay up to date on all the great events happening here at Birthplace of Country Music each month. The 22nd annual Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunion takes place again on September the 8th through the 10th. So mark your calendars. Weekend passes are now on sale at bristolrhythm.com. We want to thank everybody for joining us today here in the Performance Theater at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum, as well as the folks who are online checking us out. We appreciate the community that we have here in Bristol and throughout the region, and we can't do this without y'all, so thanks for being a part of Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. Thanks, everybody.